pure silk is essential to making an authentic Banarasi sari. They can only be made here in the town of Varanasi, where the craft was born. Weavers use methods that go back 600 years and even add gold and silver threads to their designs. At one point, they were so expensive, only royals and the wealthiest of families could afford them. But cheap imitations made with synthetic silk have flooded the market in recent decades, forcing many weaving families out of business.
पहले हम मदनपुरा में पूरा ही बनारसी काम बनाया था। अब पूरा घूम जाओगे तो 10-12 जगह आपको मिलेगा।
So how is this centuries-old tradition still standing? To weave a Banarasi sari, a weaver first sources fine silk. It goes through a cleaning and dyeing process before it's made into thread. Dyers drape the white silk over steel rods and submerge it in tanks of boiling soap water and then rub the yarn with their hands until it's soft and bright. They give it one more wash and hang it to dry. The colors are mixed with warm water, caustic soda, and acid. They dip the roll in the mixture for 2 to 3 hours to make sure the threads are coated evenly. Dyers change colors according to the season, festival, and city. Muhammad Afzal Ansari has been working with this silk since he was 15 years old. He has preserved the traditional ways of weaving Banarasi saris, like using the khaddi, a 200-year-old wooden loom.
ये लगाव बहुत अच्छा है बनारस के लिए। ये कहीं पूरे वर्ल्ड में बनारस के नाम से जाओगे तो बनारसी साड़ी कहेंगे, जरूर देखना।
He follows designs that are punched on cardboard cards he buys from Arun Kumar. It's sort of like making a stencil. Arun uses this tool and a hammer to pierce holes in them.
ये बहुत ज़रूरी है, इससे जब तक ये नहीं होगा कुछ नहीं होगा। यहीं से स्टार्टिंग होता है काम के लिए।
Nowadays, he's so fast he can make thousands of cards in 1 week. The drawings blend Mughal, Persian, and Chinese motifs. This work is called likhai. Artists use traditional designs or invent their own. Muhammad ties all the cards together, then hangs them on the loom. But the difficult part is working with the threads. Most Banarasi saris are 6 yards long, and it takes 5,000 threads to weave a single one. And Muhammad works for 2 days to assemble them on the loom. He sprays water to preserve their elasticity and to make them softer. Now he can start weaving.
जब हाथ तो पैर से कला है। लूम वाले खाली मशीन चालू कर दी, देख लिए तो बस वो खड़े रहते, देखते रहते। कुछ बिगड़ गया तो बस उसमें बना दिए। इसमें हाथ और पैर बराबर से चलता रहता है।
These golden silk threads are called zari, and that's what gives the Banarasi saris their signature look. Muhammad uses the threads in smaller spindles to create the iconic Banarasi brocades. He throws the shuttle from one end of the loom to the other to create the design. It's a tedious process that requires many years of experience to master, and Muhammad has been doing it for 40 years.
20 साल का 22 साल का आदमी होता तब इधर की फेंकने लगता है।
Silk flourished in Varanasi between the 16th and 18th centuries, when the Mughal dynasty ruled over India. They were known for their lavish taste in architecture, food, and clothing. So weavers added real gold and silver threads into their silk garments. And only India's richest and most influential families could afford them. In the 19th century, more than 300,000 weavers worked across the city. But industrialization brought in power looms that produced faster and cheaper fabrics. Today, less than 15% remain in this traditional craft compared to its peak. These traditional fabrics are so festive that they're reserved for special occasions. In some communities, only brides wear them. The lightest sari will take about a week to weave. Heavier ones can take a month, and more intricate designs can take 6 months to complete. While Muhammad is able to only make 4 to 5 saris a month, a machine can finish a design in one day.
बनारसी साड़ी देखेगा तो खुद ही फर्क पड़ जाएगा, पावर लूम से कपड़ा में फर्क पड़ जाएगा.
Saris can be expensive. Detailed and complicated designs can be sold for thousands of dollars. But fake Banarasi saris have flooded the market since the mid-1980s. They can sell for as low as 2,500 Indian rupees or $31. That's a quarter of what Muhammad charges for some of his cheaper saris. To compete, some business owners here in Varanasi are opting to use the machines too. And they've even started using synthetic yarns instead of real silk. A major hurdle is that it can be hard to tell the difference between the two.
ये देखिए पावर लूम की देखिए जरी बैठा है, उतनी चमक नहीं आएगी, इतनी लैलून धागा से बना हुआ है. रेशम में चमक आता है, लैलून में चमक नहीं आएगा.
But Muhammad cannot afford the costs that come with the modernization of his craft. In 2009, the Indian government issued a geographical indication for Banarasi brocades and saris. That means only hand-loomed saris made in Varanasi and a few other districts can be branded authentic. But this did not stop the production of imitations and has not helped the traditional weavers.
सुबह सो के उठते, नाश्ता उठा के काम में बैठ जाते रोजी के लिए.
The future of the hand-loomed fabric remains uncertain. But Muhammad believes that people who know the value of authentic Banarasi saris will continue to buy them.
ये बहुत पुराना सनत है, ये खत्म नहीं होगा, कम हो जाएगा बल्कि चलता रहेगा हमेशा.